So, welcome to today's masterclass. And today's masterclass is similar to another masterclass that I just did recently. And I'm going to share the screen so that you can see. It is all about success because everyone wants to strive to success, or we think we want to strive to success. And especially if you're in business, it's like get to the top, got to be success. But here's the thing. What is success? And success is only determined by you, by nobody else, not anyone else on the world, you. And it's determined by the size of your thinking. What does that mean? So we're going to go quite deeply into this, and it is the practice for the week. So for those that are new, that I give you a lesson from Mystery School that's been modernized by ancient times, and we practice it for the week, and then you just keep on practicing each thing. So success is determined. So let's just break down some of the words. So what is success? Well, I mentioned before, that's up to you. You can only one that defines success. Nobody else can define success ever in your life, from birth to death. And you have a choice to listen to whether they say you're a success or not. Now, if we look at just generally the schooling system, they have a system that will say in these boundaries, these rules, is what determines a child to be successful. But that's one way of doing it. But you as an adult can have the gift of going, well, that doesn't suit me. Success is this, because success is based on the story that you tell yourself. That's part of Mystery School. Excuse me. It is only based on the story that you tell yourself. So you might be successful at different stages of that you get out of bed, that you drank 2 liters of water, that you didn't eat chocolate, or maybe you did eat chocolate. Maybe that is a success. Excuse me. So success is a very personal journey, and it is not by how much you own, how much you earn, what you look like, what your hairstyle is, what you weigh, all things that people in this 3D paradigm seem to worry about. Because in the new paradigm and ancient paradigm, it was always based on the size of your thinking, what you say to yourself. So let's go to the next part. Success is whatever you want it to be, whatever you believe it to be. That is empowering in itself. That's one. Success is determined. You determine what it is. Nobody else. You define your laws of what success is, and they're going to change over time. Maybe as a brand new baby, and when you're learning to like roll and fall and things, success is getting from here to there or rolling over. Maybe when at primary school, success is learning to actually play with friends. Maybe at high school, success is maybe learning to get a girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, whatever. Maybe in your 20s and 30s, success is studying or getting a job. And so you can see that success is determined by where you are and what you're doing, your age, your stage. Now, success is not determined on the group harmony, all the sacral chakra stuff. Group harmony is your family, is your culture, is your race, is your history, is your ancestral, all that sort of stuff, unless you want it to be. See? Yeah, it depends on what you want. If you want to have all that connection, it's perfect. If you don't want it, that's perfect. There's no rules to success except for what you make it, because you determine it, nobody else. And this is the most empowering thing ever, 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 ever. Because say you jump on the scales today and you might have put on 500 grams or you lost 500 grams, whatever, doesn't really matter. It all is determined by the size of your thinking. The size of your thinking, what that means is, are you thinking really small that I'm not a success because I'm not that weight, I haven't earned that money or whatever? That is a size. Or are you thinking expansive like a child and going, or a puppy or a kitten or whatever, something younger? The size of their thinking is like ginormously big So there's success. Let's pretend I've just come home from school. This is a blank piece of paper, and I'm going to draw on it. And I've done some artwork at school. And here's my artwork. There it is. And I say, Mummy, Daddy, and that's a cat. And then I'm at the moon. And well, my size thinking coming home from kindy or school or wherever is ginormous. Therefore, doing this amazing picture success until somebody with smaller thinking comes along and says, that's not good. You're not good. But you see, you have an opportunity to be able to go, well, thank you so much for your point of view. That's fantastic, even as an adult. But for me, I'm a success. Now, I'm sure that you've had this experience in your life where you have thought to yourself, but I am successful because I was able to do and I was able to be, or I was able to speak up. And somebody comes along and says, well, no, that's okay. Because part of this is success is determined by your thinking, the size of your thinking, not anyone else's, but it's also being aware of what size thinking are you doing. Are you a monkey mind that says, oh, well, think small? Therefore, when I think small, I am not a success. It's a mathematical equation. It relates to sacred geometry. And then the body starts to shut down in all the metaphysical body parts and the physical body parts. And then we call that dis-ease or disharmony. It's really easy. But if we're thinking expansive, what happens is there's this energy and flow in our body, and our body feels so enthusiastic and alive and energized. And it's like, gosh, what's going to stop me? And some of you have heard this before. If you add in, what if I go to wonderment? That's my made up word. Wonderment. I wonder. I wonder what it would be like. I wonder if it could, and I wonder if it. So I've come back from Egypt in July where I had time on my own. I needed to have an activation process for myself. And also I went over to do healing on the dogs, donkeys, camels, and horses. And whilst I was over there, a little seed, big seed, little seed popped into my head of you need to, and this is from the animals, you need to do some sort of healing process in Egypt for the animals. Well, my size of my thinking, success determined by the size of my thinking went, yeah, small. Then it went expressive. Oh my God, how could we do this? I wonder. But then it went small again. And then it went big again and it stayed big. Then I told somebody about it. And I said, I'm actually thinking of having two events in Egypt. One is for the high priestess in Atlantis, etc., and then another one straight afterwards for the animals. Well, their size thinking was small. That can't be done. That won't work. Who would go to that? But that's okay. And I'm giving you this as an example because success is determined by the size of your thinking. And my thinking was, I know it's possible. I'm not sure how yet, because I don't need to know the how yet, but I know the why. And the why part makes it expansive as well. And the why is those animals, like anywhere around the world, need love and attention, food, support, connection. Why not do it? Walking around the pyramids where there's homeless dogs, lots of camels and donkeys and horses working and have a great time too. So success is determined by you, your size thinking. Let's go into size. Size, when we're thinking small, like really, really, really tiny type thing like this, things come impossible. Things are hard work. It's like it won't ever work. I don't have the solutions. I can't do it because I'm going to have a sneeze and I'll look into the light and it's gone. Okay. So things are determined by you, nobody else. And if we go into the small thinking, like grown-ups do, what happens is we feel like the opposite, a loser, a failure, I've never been able to done, they're better. we go into what I call the unawakened emotions. And the unawakened emotions are limitation. Whereas if we think big, just the tiniest idea, if you think big about it, I wonder, what if? What are the possibilities? What happens is it's like your brain and your mind go into expansive. And in actual fact, your mind is everywhere. It's not just in the brain, but it's expansive and it taps into the quantum and the how, the possibility and the things, people, situations, and everything just goes pop, pop really easily, really easily. Now, it might be that you're driving somewhere to somewhere you don't know. It could be something very simple. Or success is determined by your thinking of, well, I wonder if I go there maybe a couple of hours early, and if I arrive and then I find out where it is, and then I go and take myself for coffee or for lunch or for a walk, that's expansive thinking because you never know what will happen. I'm using everyday examples of this because in mystery school, success was never about awards, money, how you looked, what people thought of you, none of that. It was always a vibrational state. Because when you're feeling successful, it's actually you're feeling in love with you. And there's this energy that ripples out. People feel it. They want to connect. And it's magnetic. And what happens is things then come to you. And so success is based on the story you tell yourself, nobody else. And you can change that at any time. In medical intuition training, day one of the 8-day immersion, and then the rest is 10 months, is, well, I can rub it out and I rewrite the story. And you can do this at any stage because success is only determined by you in your thinking right now. And it's the size of your thinking. What size do you want? Why not upsize it? Like some of the food chain stores where they'll say, and do you want fries with that? Do you want a drink with that? They upsize. What if you were to upsize with your thinking? What if you were to think abundantly? And abundantly is not money. Abundantly is love and compassion, support, connection to you and to others. And if you were to think in that abundant way, you might say to yourself, so what's possible? I wonder what's possible. I wonder. I wonder what it would look like. I wonder how it'd feel. Oh my God. And what happens is your body starts to connect to the feeling of that bigness, the size. And it is possible. It is doable. It only depends on you and what you determine it to be. Sometimes people will say things like, Jean, I can't afford. It's never happened to me. It never works. Secret Codes to Success book says it always works out. Can't afford? No, the size of your thinking determines that I can't afford. Whether it's I can't afford a cup of coffee, I can't afford X course or a book or an outfit. It all depends on the size of your thinking. Now, I'm going to give you an example. There's people will say, yeah, but Jean, it's all right for you. We don't know everybody's story. We could say that about anyone. We could say that about anyone in this group. Well, it's all right for you guys. So years and years ago, my husband left the army and worked in corporate world. And he had to go to a ball. This is about success is determined by the size of your thinking. And he had to go to a ball. And I went, oh my gosh, I'm going to a ball. I don't have a ball outfit at all. Big, long, flowy type dress, etc. And it's not my style. I'm very basic. I love to have like gym clothes and go out into nature. And I thought, what can I do? And at that stage, finances were very tight for us. We'd made an oops in our finances, like some people do. And it was, okay, think big. And initially, the think big was my husband had to go to the corporate ball. So we hired a suit. And this is many, many years ago. And the hire of that suit was $120. and included the bow tie, the shirt, and the suit. He had to go and buy a belt and shoes. Fine, all sorted, because he had to go as part of his work. So success is determined by the size of my thinking. At that stage, it was, well, my thinking is at this stage, financially, I can only afford op shops. So I went to op shop. And for those who don't know what an op shop is, an opportunity shop. And that's exactly what it is. You never know what opportunities lie in that shop. So, excuse me, Mama. I took our younger sons and went, we're going to go into this op shop and Mummy's going to find a dress, some shoes, a handbag, a shawl. I'm going to find my whole outfit. We stood outside and I said to the boys who were really little at that stage, all right, let's just put in some fun vibes. Let's go and have some fun. They were already there. It was me that needed to change my mindset because my mind was set on something else. It was set on limitation. It was on, will I find anything? I've only got $20. That's all I've got. As I walked in, right there on a mannequin was a red dress, and I still have this dress, a red dress. And down the back, it was backless with a row of pearls. It's my favorite stone. There was a pair of shoes, gold shoes, a little red bag, and a red pashmina. Guess how much? It all came to $20. Success is determined by the size of your thinking. And I put it on, and the boys came into the change room and said, oh, Mummy, you look so beautiful, like a princess. And so I went, oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so my mind was expansive. Then my beautiful mother-in-law was so cute. She said, wow, let's have a look at the outfit. What are you wearing? Now, my parents-in-law came from extremely, hugely abundant financial place, worked towards it, which was congratulations to them. She looked at my outfit and she touched it and said, that's beautiful, until my younger son said, yeah, we got them all from the shop. How disgusting. Success is determined by the size of your thinking. So my boys learned that it doesn't matter what you do, where you get things from. Expansive thinking. This is not a put down on my parents-in-law either, by the way. It's just that bigger knowing that what is success to you? And success for me, getting a whole outfit, shoes, dress, bag, and pashmina for $20, and I only wore the outfit once, was a huge success. I had a mission. I had to do something. And by the way, when I went to the ball, I got huge compliments of where did you get that designer outfit? I said it was an exclusive little shop. Boom. So success, you determine it. Success is based on the story you tell yourself. Still today, when the boys see that dress in my cupboard, because I don't go to balls, maybe I should create one so I can wear it. They still remember, gosh, we were such a success that day. Me, but we. So let's do some sharing right now. What's the sharing? Part of Mystery School was not just me teaching, because I'm reminding all of you, it's all of you share, and I just ask you to share a golden heart. Today, my golden heart is something that you heard from the lesson today. It's not a golden nugget, because I don't want a nugget. I want you, when you drop into your heart and the gold is the alchemy and seeing the best of the best of you. So I'll go around the Zoom room, and I'd love your sharing really quick though, because we've got people to go to work and things like that. That'd be amazing. So we'll go Laverne, Monique, Andrew, and then Andrina. And if you just unmute yourself, amazing. If you're going to type it in the chat, just put a Y there so I can actually, Y means yes, Jean, share it.
Morning.
Good
My
morning.
golden heart for today is that still doubting yourself or your expansive thoughts is still thinking too small. So having these big ideas and big dreams, but doubting, oh, I don't think they'll happen, that's still thinking small.
Beautiful. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Morning, everyone. My golden heart was that thinking small doesn't serve us, and that our dreams may never come to reality if we continue to think small. So thank you, Jean.
Pleasure. Thank you. Andrew, can you unmute, darling? Andrina, we might go to you, gorgeous soul.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Oh, God, so many golden nuggets, but it's just to really stay aligned and focus and know that we've got the power to change our thoughts and stay positive. And when a negative comes in, just chuck it back out again. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you. Andrina's in the UK, so thank you so much. Let's go to Alexandra, Kim, and Denise.
Hi, good morning. My golden heart is that it's us making our own big thoughts, and if somebody's trying to reduce it, to just stay with our own heart.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Because sometimes people don't have the vision that you guys have, because it's your vision, your eyes. So it's okay, and that's why I say they've got a point of view. That's great. Thank you so much. But if you keep your vision and share it with those that want like-minded, like I did with the children, they were just so excited to go into the opportunity shop because it was an opportunity for them. They were trying to look for all the toys as well for them. So thank you so much.
Morning, everyone. As everybody else did, I got all of that too, but I can rub out and rewrite at any stage. I really like that. We can change
Always.
it. Yeah.
Always. And thank you, Kim from New Zealand. It really is a case of everything, every story in our body and our mind is rub it out, rewrite it. Now, you might call them affirmations, you might call them mantras, whatever, but it really is, I can rub that story out, or I can even rip it up, just like that. It's that simple. Thank you so much, Kim from New Zealand. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Jean. My golden heart was a reinforcement of the fact that sometimes when I go to take on the parameters that other people use, I do click myself back into, but that's not me. My parameter or my goal or my bigness is doing it this other way.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. We'll go to Lou, Sandra, Cherie, and then Sally.
Morning, Jean. My golden heart from this morning is that abundance is not just money. It's love. So yeah, thank you for that. Oh, and your word, wonderment. I love that.
Wonder. More than
I'm going
welcome.
to use that.
Jean's got lots of made up words, and one day she might write a book about all these crazy words. So thank you, Lou.
Jean's dictionary.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, my golden heart, hi everyone, is success is what I make of it. And don't worry about what anyone else thinks and just keep moving forward with my ideas.
Yeah. Honestly, this is so empowering, and thank you, Sandra. It was part of mystery school as we would sit in circles, which now is the trend to have circles and things. It was like there's a big community and energy of every person's point of view is amazing. We have no right to actually say what's right or wrong for them ever. Just love them in their wonderment as well. So thank you, Sandra.
Hi everybody. Mine is remembering that I had such big ideas and have been successful, and now remembering how I did it. And the wonderment word, I'm going to use that as soon as I see the grandchildren this year. That's a great one for next week for the grandchildren. Wonderment. Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you, Cherie. Cherie's right. Sometimes success is the story that you tell yourself. And you might be in a moment of small size thinking, go back to something where you felt successful. Now, it could be getting out of bed. Now, I mentioned that because when I was depressed and suicidal, getting out of bed was a massive thing. That was a massive thing for me. And sometimes we don't realize It might be a massive thing if you're an introvert, going into a crowd or saying no thank you or whatever. Go back to that thing you did, feel the feels, and go into one amazing. Can you unmute, Sally? Or you can type it, darling. We can't hear you, sweetie. And while Sally's doing that, Andrew, thank you so much. Andrew's got, my golden heart is to continue to wonder what is possible to expand my thinking despite what others may think and say or do. So thank you so, so much, Andrew. Let's go to Julie, the owner, and it says Lenovo YT. I'm not sure of your name, my darling, but you're more than welcome to share. It's just the name on the bottom. So Julie, you want to share?
Yes. Hi, Jean. Can you hear me? Cool. Firstly, I just wanted to really quickly say, because of what I've learned in the mystery school in these past weeks, I started my business in August, and it's given me the opportunity to know that I now can take time to support my mum and dad in their 80s. My dad's just come out of hospital with heart failure. My business is still successful. So I'm really grateful for that. And my golden heart today is that when I think expansively and abundantly and wonder what if, my body will connect with the feeling.
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Today mine is a nice reminder of what if. I determine my success and wonderment.
Beautiful. Thank you, Leona.
Hello. Mine is success is the size of your thinking and the stories you tell yourself.
Thank you so much, Len. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you. So let's just go back to, remember, if you're in my Mystery School Facebook group, you can get this meme or image and download it and have it as a reminder screenshot, whatever you want to have it as. Success is determined by the size of your thinking, nobody else. And what size have you got? You determine the size. You determine what success is, because success is the story that you tell yourself always, always, always. And everyone has a right to actually think the way they want to think. You don't have to take that on. Go back to that child within you that wants to think like big, 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 big space, and to always remember, always remember to actually celebrate all of yourselves. Now, just as a quick reminder, I will not be doing any masterclasses until the 21st of October due to some work commitments that I'm not able to do that. So it's just over a month. Pop it in your diary, 21st of October. And today, I'm going to be celebrating. I'm celebrating because it's my son's 25th birthday. And so make sure to join me on my Facebook Live of Medical Intuition because I've got a gift for everyone for his 21st birthday. So remember, success is determined by the size of your thinking, and I celebrate all of you. Have a great week. Bye, everyone.